Green belts and high green belts, this is your video for your adjusted virtual learning belt requirements to allow you to promote to your next belt, which will, if you're a green belt, you'll be going to high green. If you're a high green belt, you'll be going to purple. All right, so I'm going to break it down step by step for you. We're going to first do the techniques, and then we'll go into the kata, which is Patan, and it is Patan 5 for you guys. All right. You have quite a few new techniques to learn. You're not scared of a challenge. All right? A few new techniques to learn. And then the kata that I'll break down segment by segment, and then we'll put it all together, okay? All right. So if you remember in blue belt, you had a square block which started here and comes up. It's going to be the same thing. Let me adjust my camera. You're going to have to forgive me for all my camera adjusting too. I'm going to make sure I get the right angles for you guys. So it's going to be the same thing, only it's going to be open hand. We're going to do it nice and slow, okay? And we're looking to the side that we're blocking. So knife hand, square block. You have a low X block, which is going to start here in punch position, and your hands are just going to come down in an X, okay, right in front of you there. Let me adjust a little bit more. So you're here, and your hands go down right in front of you. You have a twin middle block, which is going to start in an X right at your chin level, and it's going to come out so that your palms are facing out. Twin middle block. All right? The next one is an elbow strike. And what you're going to do your elbow strike is you're coming this way with it. I'll turn to the side. So your hand's going to start in punch position, and you're coming across your body, sort of like you're punching yourself in the opposite shoulder. Well, we're going to do it into our palm. All right, so the opposite hand is going to come out from your shoulder. You're going to elbow strike right into your palm. Again, I'll turn to the side. Boom, boom. So my elbow is hitting the palm of my hand. Turn this way so you can see it. Boom, boom, right in there. Okay? So notice how my elbow is right on my palm. Other way, palm comes out, elbow strike. Palm comes out, elbow strike. Make sure your elbow meets the palm of your hand. All right, but just the elbow strike is going this way. Always got to twist your hips into that for some extra power. You have an upset shuto strike. All right, you've done the shuto block. Fingers, hands are going to be the same way. Nice and tight. Thumbs tucked into the side. The way you're going to do the upset shuto strike is it's going to start by your ear here, other hand at your hip, and you're kind of come straight out. Striking with this part, the squishy part, sort of like on a hammer fist that comes this way, same striking area, just open hand. So by your ear is where you start that chamber, and out. By your ear, and out. Twisting. Okay, upset shuto strike. You have a downward back fist. So in blue belt, where our back fist came from here, this one is going to start the same way, same chamber, knuckles to your ear, but it's going to strike down this way. Okay? Downward back fist strike. Now, starts up by your ear, palm out, knuckles towards your ear, and down. So across and down. Still striking with those same knuckles. Then you have a knee strike. It's actually a head grab and a knee strike. So you grab and you strike with your knee. Aim my camera down a little bit. Grab, strike. From the side, grab, strike. Okay? You have a new stance. It's really easy though. It's called a closed stance. That just means your feet are closed. They're together. Okay? Closed stance. So again, closed stance. Oh, and you have one more stance too, I'm sorry, and that is the X stance. The X stance, one foot is going to be crossed on the other. You're balanced on the ball of your back foot. Your front foot is flat on the ground. Okay? X stance. from the side, X stance. So you're just going to cross one foot behind the other. Pretty simple. So X stance, closed stance, low X block, twin outside block or twin middle block, elbow strike, upset shuto strike. Make sure you guys are practicing with both sides of your body. Downward back fist. This is going to be done in an X stance too, in your Patan and your kata. So might be good to practice it that way. And then the head grab with the knee strike. Those are your new techniques and your new stances for your green and high green belts. All right, I'm going to do the Patan, the kata. I'm going to do it once. Full. Let me check my angle to make sure I got it angled good. You can see my feet. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do it once, regular speed. Okay? I might have to stop and think about it, so I'm going to have to ask you to forgive me for that. But I'm mirroring you, so I'm actually going the opposite way of the way I should be. So I got to reverse my thinking in my brain there. So that way when you're doing it, when you're supposed to be going to the left, I'm actually going to my right. All right, when I'm supposed to be going to my right, I'm actually going to my left. All right, so make sure you're doing it on the same side as me. Because we start off going to the left, but again, it's actually my right. Mirror image, so you don't have to try to go opposite me. Same side. Make it easier on you. All right. Us. Don't worry, I'm going to break that down segment by segment. I'm going to talk you through it. Okay, and then at the end, I will do it again, regular speed, and I will also do a back view of it. All right, so just hang with me. So we're going to start out ski, re, yoi. We're going to get into a horse stance, so we're going to start out going to our left, your left. Knife hand square block, nice and slow. And we're going to go to our right. Knife hand square block, nice and slow. We're going to step forward into a left front stance. You don't have to worry about your stances being long. Just make sure that left foot's forward. We're going to do a low X block. Hands come to our hips chambered. And we're going to do a middle block with an assist. Okay? We go over that again. Us. To the left in a horse stance. Knife hand square block. Same stance, don't move your feet. To the right. Knife hand square block. Left foot in front of you. Low X block. Middle block with an assist. Okay, that's the first segment. So my suggestion would be practice that. Don't try to do this whole thing at once. Practice that and come back and watch the next segment. Okay, going into the next segment from my middle block, segment 2. I'm going to make sure I'm in a closed stance, so you adjust your space as you need to. If you need to step forward, step forward. If you need to step back, step back. I'm going to go to my left. Open palm comes across. And I'm going to step into a left front stance, turn, and do an elbow strike into my palm. I'm going to come back to my closed stance. I'm going to open my palm slowly to my right. I'm going to step so I'm in a right front stance. My right foot's forward. And I'm going to do an elbow strike with my left hand into my right palm. Okay? Again, that segment from my middle block. I come into a closed stance. Palm out nice and slow. Step over, keeping your left foot in front of you. Elbow strike right into that palm. Come back to my closed stance. Palm out to the side, nice and slow. Step into a right front stance. Elbow strike. Putting that all together with the first segment from the beginning. Us. Okay, that's the first two segments. I'm going on to the third segment here. From this second elbow strike that I did, my palm hand, so that is my right hand, is going to come up into a high block. Not really a high block, it's more off to the side because you're going into a shuto hand. Okay? So you can bring it more here or here. And the other hand's going to come down. Fist, open, closed, it doesn't matter. But you are going to turn, okay? Never mind, let me backtrack and say, let's open that hand, because it's going to go into a open hand high block. So this one's chambered for the shuto strike, upset shuto strike. And this one's coming up into a high block. So I'm going to turn with my left foot in front of me. And as my right hand does this upset shuto block, my left hand pulls up into an open-handed high block. Alright, so watch that again. I'm here. I'm going to come around to here. And then I'm going to step into an X stance. My left foot is behind me. And I'm going to do that downward back fist strike. And so again, from our second elbow strike, I chamber my hands, left hand low, right hand high. I turn my feet so my left foot's in front of me. High block with an open hand shuto, upset shuto hand, I'm sorry. Step, left foot crosses behind me into an X stance, downward back fist. I'm going to put that all together from the beginning for you. Us. Okay, coming from my back fist, I'm going into the next two segments actually. Same side, opposite sides of the body. I'm going to step, take my back foot, bring it forward. Get into a left front stance, however you have to do it. Left foot forward. I'm going to do that twin middle block. Punch, punch. I'm going to turn my body to the right, facing the right. My right foot's in front of me. Twin middle block. Punch, punch. Okay, so again, I'm coming from my downward back fist. Checking myself here. Downward back fist. Yep, right foot's in front of me. I got this. Left foot steps out. Twin middle block. I'm close to the wall, so I'm going to adjust my space here. Punch, punch. I turn, so my right foot's in front of me. Twin middle block. Punch, punch. Putting that all together from the beginning. And this is how you should be practicing at home too. Practice those little segments until you have those where you don't have to stop and think about what you're doing. And then add the next segment on. Us. alignment, going from this punch. I'm going to turn my feet. My left foot's in front of me. I'm towards the front. I'm facing the front again. Head grab. Knee strike. Now after you do that knee strike, I'm going to wobble now, of course, because I'm on camera. Like, why wouldn't I? After I do my knee strike, I'm going to set it down behind me. So now I don't know if you can see my front foot, but I'm in a back stance. And I'm going to end it with a shuto block. Okay? And that's the end right there. So again, coming from this middle block, twin middle block, punch, punch. I'm just going to turn my feet. Left foot's in front of me. Head grab. Knee strike. Set that foot down behind me. Shuto block. That's the end of your kata. Okay? So I'm going to put it all together one more time at regular speed. And then I'm going to turn around and do the back view of it. Watching my spacing here, making sure I'm not touching a wall. I'm good. We don't want to punch any walls. That will hurt. Alright? I'm good. I'm going to turn around and do the back view. Checking my angle here. Might not be able to see my feet all that well, so I apologize for that. No, you can't see my hands either. Take two. Practice hard. Earn those high green or purple belts, whatever that next belt is you're going to. And you know how to get a hold of me if you have any questions, guys. Okay? Now I'm here to support you during class when we're on live classes together. If you have a question about the kata, I'll be glad to take a look at it. Okay?